Hey guys, how's it going? Here setting up for this stream. Hopefully it ends up working. This morning I kind of had an issue. So let me know if you guys can see the stream from here. I think I should be good to go. So I hope everybody's having a good day. It's definitely been a crazy day for sure, right? Hey Michael, yeah, so there's certain days. Let me go back, let me go to main screen. Um, So yeah, I'm doing a mixture of morning. So every day during market hours, I'm going to do a morning stream. Um, some days I might do after hour streams, and then the other days I'm gonna do like a late night. Um, so it's definitely the late nights is Tuesdays and Thursdays. What's going on, Jonathan? Yeah, I mean big rockets today. Look at this. I mean we have some someone actually today, right on this morning stream, we had some lucky talks. Someone was talking about CCIV. I think CCIV did good today. Someone else talked about Fisker today. Fisker's up 17%. It's like you guys knew, all right? I think we were talking about skills today too. Still, we got some draggers, right? Peloton is still down. I'm surprised that this is down based on that news that we saw earlier on the weekend. Everybody I keep talking about seems like it's not really a Peloton mistake, but um, maybe things. And Netflix, right? Netflix did not run up after their earnings. We definitely saw a nice pull down. Um, so yeah. So did anybody purchase anything this today? What is everybody up to? Michael, appreciate it, man. It definitely enjoy the support. I try to do as much value as I can. Um, yeah, every Monday to Friday, you'll see me at 9 o'clock till 10 o'clock. And then Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'll be after hour. I'll be 3:30 to 4:30. And Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll do crazy. Um, I'll do like 8:30 Eastern time. Mr. Bear, yeah, you swung CCIV. That's nice, man. Great money there for you. I saw. Michael, any main reason that you bought skills this morning? Was it just because did you think it was just an over crazy drop yesterday? I thought it was pretty interesting. The drop we saw yesterday on scales. Right. I think it's at the same time. I think today's uptrend is insane, right? So yesterday's decrease was insane. Today's increase was equally insane, maybe even more. Right. So I'm lots. Is this a car use sealer? Like a car place? None at all. Asked you for your portfolio so I could copy. That's what I bought. um, did you end up finding it, Michael? I post. I think my last portfolio update was a month and a half ago. Um, and I definitely have to hit one soon. How did my tier one stocks do today? Just out of curiosity, let's take a quick look at Unity stock. Unity stock was up a nice amount. Unfortunately, because I did these streams with you guys, I wasn't able to purchase. So I'm blaming you guys, right? Because I did my I wasn't able to pick up when we things were. I think around 10 o'clock was when I purchased most of my stocks today. So Unity was there. Let's see Sorens. Oh, Sorens, nice, up 1.2%. What else? And then we have C. C up, nice. Okay, so I haven't looked at my portfolio, right? I normally don't look at it, but it seems that right now doesn't seems like an okay day for me. I didn't purchase Nvidia, but it is a tier one stock for me, and that one was up 0.6%. So overall, things it seems to be like a nice green market. Looking at my portfolio, most of my stuff are green uh, for the day. Is anybody looking at any stocks for earnings today after hours right now? Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely looking like a um, crazy day today. I don't think we have any important earnings. Yeah, on Discord, have to look a bit and add updates you posted. eToro doesn't offer skills. Oh, it doesn't. Or Tax efficient account, you must. Okay. Michael, where are you trading from, if I may ask? You're using eToro. Is it Europe or elsewhere? Let's take a look at earnings whispers. I just want to see. I forget what earnings we have today, if anything, after hours. Tomorrow morning, I don't think. I mean, I don't find anything cool here. So, maybe some people might be in AT&T or Southwest. I don't think we have anything. But more HD. Ruben, nice. Some Home Depot. Home Depot is one of. I think I did a video on Home Depot a few weeks ago. Home Depot definitely looks pretty interesting for sure. Oh, today after close, we actually do have some nice ones, right? So we have Chipotle today. We have Lamb Research. I think those are two interesting ones. Discover. No, maybe wrong Discover, I think. I don't see anything too interesting today after hours. Yeah, no, still a lot of banks. Normally this is like banking time. So Ruben, are you increasing, any main reason you're trying to increase that Home Depot position? What are your, let's take a quick look at HD stock. Right, HD, I mean, this one just keeps doing amazing. Every time I've gone to Home Depot at least 4-5 times in this past weekend. Just purchasing stuff for the patio outside, right? Getting stuff here and there. And I can see so many people probably doing the same. Let's take a look at CNBC.com. I just want to see if there's any big movements right now. Netflix, nope. Nothing crazy after hours. Housing market, Ruben. Okay. Volume is still low across the board, but a lot of growth, and EV charts look similar today. Yeah, Mr. B, unfortunately, like you mentioned, right? I feel like sometimes we get these random good days, right? But just a one random good day doesn't really make a trend. So it's like, I hope tomorrow is another green day, but the way things are moving, I don't know if that's gonna be the case. Ruben, yeah, I mean Home Depot, right? It pays a strong. Let's take a look. I don't know why Simply Wall Street wasn't working for me. Yeah, it's not working for me. Oh yeah, I mean, right. Let me sign in. Why am I not signed in? That's weird. Give me one quick second. There we go. Oh, nice, Michael. So you're in Sweden now. You just immigrated from South Africa. You've had a financial manager for 15 years and been learning for a few years now. Managing. Nice, congratulations. That's a crazy move, right? Was it just live movements? Michael, appreciate that. Yeah, I've been working with them. It's a pretty cool partnership I have with them. I'm really happy to be working with them. Unfortunately, some people are not fans of the ads, but it is part of the partnership, so gotta keep them there. Yeah, I mean Home Depot and Lowe's. Ruben, I've been looking for some patio sets. Everything seems to be sold out. I'm pretty sure most investors are already looking at that. But definitely good news for both those companies, right? The patio sets have just been insanely. It's been a mission trying to find what I'm looking for. But I mean, look, Home Depot future growth still expected to grow 14.5. Nope, future growth expected to grow. Not a heavy growth stock, 13.8, but positive earnings, positive cash flow from operations. What's going on, Fizz? Don't worry, it's gonna be a quick stream, right? It's usually an hour stream. Then you can go back to work. I can go back on working on the second video for today. Is anybody interested in anything crazy that happened in the market today for a second video? If not, I might just talk about 2 or 3 stocks. I definitely maybe like Redfin has been down. Um, but has anybody seen the why is Fiskar up today? This one was so crazy. EV markets, was it just the EV market as a whole that was up for the day? Yeah. Ben, right? I want to buy Home Depot also, but I'm not sure how much it will keep running after quarantine stuff ends. Um, what's going on, Nikita? All right, we can take a look at Open. Right with Home Depot, right? Home Depot for me, Ben, and I think we talked about it a bit in this morning's episode where sometimes it's okay to kind of build pillars of stocks that you don't expect might be too much of a growth, but you can understand they might give you returns elsewhere. Maybe they might give you returns in not being hugely volatile, not giving you returns in dividends and some other forms. So I think Home Depot would fall in that pillar, right? Home Depot is not one that I personally would own for like to really, really, really move my portfolio, but one that I can feel in the long term of things can provide great returns. Well, Michael, hope everything is better for you in Sweden, right? Best of luck to you and your family. Yeah, Fizz. I was just looking at that. Something about beating China in EV race. Okay, all right, that definitely can push these EV stocks. What other is that why? Let's see. Is Tesla up? Um, Tesla was up 3%. CCIV. CCIV was up 6%. I'm guessing Fisker was the biggest one. That's probably not the what's the ticker? FSR was up 17%. I don't know too many other EV plays, but that's definitely good to hear. Yeah, and like I was saying, right, Fizz Peloton, I think is uh, I can't believe this is still going down based on that safety concerns. Um, right, the stock is down about 40% from its all-time highs with the market cap of $29 billion, 30 billions. Arrival, yeah, Arrival is another one, right? Up 12%. Yeah. So this is insane. I mean, this stock has not moved. You can see from that 100 is really a strong support. Even if you don't even have to be a technical right guy, right? You can just see that line of $100 right here. This is where it's been bouncing off numerous times. I wonder if it's gonna bounce again. Ben, that's what I mean. I haven't watched the video, so I can't really make an opinion on it. But from what I keep hearing, that's what I heard it was. It was more like it, it wasn't a machine issue. So, Michael, I understand growth is betting on forward growth, but is Tesla's PE over 1,000 really sustainable? I mean, Michael, sometimes, right? I think it's crazy, right? When a company finally becomes profitable, you start looking at their PE ratio. You look PE ratio over 1,000, right? I mean, some people invest in companies that don't make money right now, are not profitable. I do that, and those are PE to like infinity, right? So it's crazy to see that PE to 1,000. But if they can continue to grow, I mean, right, the whole data market that they're in, I can definitely see the bearish and bullish sides on on it. But yeah, PE ratio of 1,000. I don't think that's how you should look at Tesla, even if they are profitable right now. What's going on, Nikita? All right, let's take a look at Open. Um, let's see, Open stock. Did we were we talking about this one? No. Open Tech is an online company for transacting in residential real estate, headquarters in San Francisco. So is this kind of like a Redfin, like a Zillow type deal? Just go to Opendoor. Actually, just Opendoor company. I just want to check out their website. Okay, yeah, I've done the video on them. Okay, so Opendoor is a new way to sell your home. Skip the hassle of listings, showing, and months of closing. Get a free offer today. So ready, set, sold. Right. So Michael, that's the thing, right? You're holding some companies that don't have PE, but then you're worrying about Tesla's PE ratio of 1,000. I think in theory, if you're worrying about that Tesla's PE ratio of 1,000, you should actually be worrying more about those that don't have a PE ratio, right? I just think just seeing that number sometimes can get investors like a bit twisted. Um, but it's definitely kind of like take a step back and see how your portfolio is. So Opendoor, all right. I definitely think we've looked at this video before. Um, so you can either sell to Opendoor directly and you can get an instant offer and get paid, which skips everything, or you can list with Opendoor. This seems to be a new concept with them, and they try to maximize, obviously, save on fees, just like every other thing. Let's take a quick look at their fundamentals for Nikita. So first, future growth for the company. This is expected to be a huge grower, right? 32% on average for the next 2 to 5 years. Hyper growth stock, right? A nice about 5 analysts following the company, so that's a good number. Right now, the company is profitable and positive in cash flow from operations. Analysts believe that's actually just gonna be a few time thing. They expect 2022 to be negative again, but we'll see on that. I'm happy that they are at least positive in cash flow from operations because they are not positive in earnings. One thing I do want to do is make sure they have a strong financial health, and it does seem like they do, right? They have about $1.5 billion in cash and short term investments and about $481 million in debt. So fundamentally, the company does look good, Nikita, right? Strong growth, strong future growth, at least positive in cash flow from operations now. But even if they weren't, they do have a strong balance sheet. Let's take a quick look if there's been any recent news on it. Investors relations for Opendoors. Have they done any offering? I mean, this is a company I wouldn't mind if they did an offering or something like that. I know investors probably wouldn't like that, but let's see. So they announced their fourth quarter. This was pretty recent, March 4th. Um, nope, nothing real new. On May 1st. Wow, this is crazy. It's crazy that earnings are coming right out. But yeah, company overall doesn't look bad. Fundamentally doesn't look bad. Obviously, take a longer look. From its all-time highs, the stock is down 48%. Wow, with the market cap of $10.6 billion. Maybe I can probably do like a this versus Redfin versus Silo style to see maybe which one has better margins, which one has better revenue growth and stuff like that. But this is it's up 12% today. So yeah, we can see it's definitely been a good day for growth stocks for sure. Fizz, you keep telling your mom about growth companies I'm looking at. She tells me she needs steady dividend stocks, but she keeps buying open. Man, Fizz, this everybody that's pretty cool. Your dad trades, right? Your mom not trades, invest. Your mom invests, and you do too. That's actually pretty cool. I'm about to be like, Mom, Dad, Fizz's parents invest. Why don't you guys do? So, Michael, EV, 5G, and CRISPR are all in their infancies. Um, what is that? That Michael, that's not the one I followed. CRISPR. What type of market is that? I believe in them, especially in sun-dry technology. Holding a few. Nvidia, Bing. Man, that's a lot of stuff. So many now. Big Pan was coming on to determine the winner. Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, for me in the EV market, Michael, I still haven't really found too many that I like. Right? I mean, I've talked about a few that seem pretty cool, but I definitely want to expand my market in that first. I also want to expand my market into the autonomous robotics, autonomous and robotics, and a mixture of both. Right? Oh wow, that's crazy. Is everyone but your sister? She has a little bit of QQ that bought her, but she didn't get interested. Is she older than you or younger than you? Is Oh, big patent war. Like, yeah. 1 second, guys. Phone call. Let me think that up. So is anybody looking at anything? Give me 1 quick second. Had to turn that fan on. It's kind of hot in the office today. And guys, if you're watching, make sure to hit that thumbs up, man. It appreciate it. It helps so much with the stream. Let me take a quick look at Finviz, dude. I always enjoyed looking at the maps, seeing how things ended up for the day. So Neo is Michael. Yeah, I actually enjoy Neo a lot. It's one of those few that I can see. I forget it's always in the EV, right? That's probably been my first EV play, Neo. And I mean, where my family's from, I can see the need for scooters, right? And I really want to see how they are going to continue to expand international. International makes up like less than 5% of their total revenue right now, Michael. But I do believe in the future. I hope in the future it grows to like Latin America. It goes more into Europe, where scooters do tend to be a big play and are definitely a needed vehicle. So yeah, we can see it's actually been pretty green. That's pretty cool. We have Berkshire up 1.4%. We have Visa up, and IBM. IBM is still doing great, right? They had earnings 2 days ago, and they're still kind of pushing along with that. That's good to see. AMD. Oh wow, AMD is kind of leading the chips today. Good, 2.4%. What else do we have? Facebook and Google are pretty much flat. Netflix rate is down. Oracle, wow, down 3%. Nothing else really. Activision, Activision is one. I want to get back into some gaming stocks that are more like slower growers, like Activision, EA Games, TTWO. So I'm waiting for Activision to give me a nice buying opportunity to again increase that pillar of like slow grower but profitable and kind of steady returns. Nike is also up 2%. We definitely been a great day for markets today. I hope we keep it at least to the end of the week so everybody ends with a happy weekend. Let's see, what else do we have here? So is anybody thinking about getting into Netflix now with the stock price drop, or do you guys believe it's gonna continue to drop a bit more? So, Michael, okay, Berkshire sold banks and doubled their positions in T-Mobile and Verizon. Nice. Yeah, I agree, Fizz. But I think in the long term of things, Fizz, Unity will probably will give me better returns than Activision. Now that I kind of gotten into that good position in Activision, I mean in Unity, I don't mind rebuilding that position up in Activision, right? Fizz, only if she tells you, man. You shouldn't be. Let her decide. I did see that it did have a nice buyback program. Man, they should use that buyback money for content creation to re-increase their sub count. I did see that Netflix is trying to kind of enter into more of a into other markets with that streaming platform. It seems like they were talking a bit about gamification as well. So that's pretty interesting for sure. I would like to see how Netflix would move forward from that. Nice, Fizz. Yeah, that's more spot or a new position in Netflix. All right, let's take a Mr. Bear, can you make the AGC grab video for Fizz? Man, Fizz is gonna buy grab like crazy, and that stock is gonna do amazing. Grab stock. How's that AGC doing? Did you end up purchasing any Fizz? I'm happy SPACs still haven't really. Is it AGC or is it ACG? AGC is right. I want to take a quick look at AC. This one's being slept on, I feel like. If one had like extra cash and wanted a so Michael, two questions. Are you 100% growth or do you hold some value and dividend stocks? Stick to one style. I don't I'm not 100% in growth, Michael. Right? My obviously my overall goal is to grow my portfolio. Most of my portfolio are in growth stocks for sure. But for example, I am in companies like I don't have dividend stocks. I don't buy companies for dividend plays, Michael. But I do have like Microsoft. I do have Google. I have Facebook. Right? I have Nvidia. Some people might consider that a bit of a value play. So there are some companies that I own that might be considered value stocks. Second question from you, right, Michael? Do I ever short stocks? No, I do. I have yet at the moment with my current investment styles. I don't ever short stocks. I do think as I have more time in my plate, as I become a better investor, I might try to find ways to hedge my portfolio. Still not sure how I would do that, but it's not something that I would be against doing in the future, right? And that's a great thing, right? I always keep that mindset of how I can improve myself and how can I improve my investment style. But at the moment, no, I do not short anything. And I think I'm pretty sure one can go into. Geez, Fizz bought 65 shares just now. Well, best of luck. And Michael, um, I don't believe shorting stocks is 100% bad, right? I feel like just like anything, you can day trade, you can options trade, you can do swing trades, you can make money in this portfolio, in this market. You can make money in the stock market in multiple ways. There's no wrong ways. You just have to understand the risk that come between it, and once you understand the risk, that's how you should really decide if that's the method you want to go with. Right? I think you can be successful in any way in the stock market as long as you have a plan and you understand the risk. What do they do? Fables SPCB. Exactly, right, Michael? So maybe for you, day trading is not your thing, and that's okay. Uh, but I feel like some people feel like day trading is not their thing. And then if they hear someone else being a day trader, they kind of automatically think of them as like a fool or something like that. But who knows? Maybe that person makes a lot of money doing day trading. So just because it doesn't work for you doesn't mean it's not a working concept, right? Viz, if Grab doesn't work out, you move to Thailand and become a Grab driver. Let me grab you a Grab. Let me get you an Uber. Let me get you a Grab. Concept. Just trying to see what the. So yeah, right. I mean, it was crazy, Fizz. Today, yesterday, I was actually thinking of what positions I was gonna buy. For a second, I was thinking of maybe opening up new positions, uh, but then I'm like, nah. Let me just continue to add up to some of my old positions, which is pretty rare, right? I almost did buy some new positions. I was looking at some good plays there for sure. Naspers, yes. Wow, held it for 18 years. Naspers, right, Michael? That's the people that own Process, right? Naspers is the owners of Process or Process, whatever they're called. The owners of a good portion owner of Tencent, right? Hopefully, I'm right. Yeah, Naspers. Yep. They're the ones that do Process. Mr. Bear, you're thinking of adding DK and Penn for football season. Now I remember why those stocks are why Penn was up today. I think New York signed something about. Let's take a look at DraftKings. I think there were some news today about New York finally signing something into law. So DraftKings was up 5%. Let me just take a look. NY betting, not my betting. Oh, no, that was 2 days ago, right? I don't know. I felt like I saw it today somewhere, but I guess that's old news. So yeah, mobile NY sports betting officially after who almost signs budget. I swear I thought that was today. All right. Yeah, NFL draft. That's right. We have DraftKings that was up 5.5%. We have Penn, right? Penn was up a nice amount too, 3.94%. I'm guessing all these are just for the upcoming excitement for NFL. What else do we have? Was Fubo up today? Fubo was up 6%. So yeah, definitely was a nice day for us growth guys and gals. Yeah, Naspers started Tencent in '97, made Process last year. That's crazy. I mean, Michael, you've been in this investment style for a long time. I'd love to hear like your experience. Love to hear what you experience, what you've seen. What do you think about the current market right now? We're all young bucks here. So, Mr. Bear, that DraftKings and Penn, are you thinking of it more of a swing trade, of a like multi-month swing trade, or are you thinking for long-term investments? Oh, NFL just actually owned a few ownership. What did I see? NFL owns like 5% of a SPAC. Forget what SPAC it was. Genius Sports. Yeah, NFL. Oh no, this is also old news. Man, NFL data rights owner closes 1.5. DMY approved the 1.5. All right, so the merger has been approved on this one, and this was old news again. Genius Sports enters. Wait, so did this SPAC actually go through already? This was DMYD. No, it hasn't gone through yet. It's still trading as a SPAC. When will they begin trading? It seems like that's recent news. Multi-month, 3 month at the moment is what I'm planning. Nice skills. But yeah, some SPACs did do great today. So let's take a look. I want to take a look at earnings for tomorrow. What do you think about Snap? Snap, I think is. I mean, the stock price right now, Rome of Snap is a bit crazy. I think. I don't know if it's. I don't know if I would say overvalued. Um, but the overall market that they're hitting, kind of being like the AR leaders at the moment, I think it's definitely a cool technology to be in. They're down 17%, market cap of $87 billion. I think they report earnings tomorrow, right? Is that when they report earnings? Let's take a quick look at their fundamentals, right? Fundamentally, future growth. This is a huge grower, right? Expected to grow its revenue 30.1% on average for the next 3 to 5 years. Unfortunately, they're not positive in cash flow from operations and they're not positive in earnings. So for a company like this, I definitely want to make sure that they have a strong balance sheet. And it, for me, Snap doesn't see, it has $2.5 billion in cash and $1.7 billion in debt. That looks good. Is it today after hours or tomorrow after hours? Um, right. This is one that again, when you invest in companies like this that Snap that have no profits right now, they have no positive cash flow from operations. During earnings, they are going to be very, very volatile, right? Investors really care about that news of how this company is finally going to achieve that profitability. So I think Snap is going to be volatile for the next few quarters, maybe even a few years until they become profitable. But the overall advertising market, right? That is definitely something that is continuing to grow, right? That's definitely pretty cool. And the overall augmented reality cameras that they have, or that technology, right, that they have, it's something that I feel they can expand and kind of license into other platforms in the future. Michael, your grandfather was an investor. Nice, congratulations. Pretty cool. You studied financial management, but decided to hire a professional wealth manager. I've just been learning and reading. Pretty crazy. Hopefully my grandkids are gonna be the same way. Yeah, my grandfather Jose, he was the greatest investor, and he gave me a few. He left me a few dollars and a few portfolio. So Michael, now that you've like changed countries, right? You've immigrated. Have you changed? I'm guessing the investments that you're having are different from what you were able to invest in like South Africa. Has that changed like your overall style, or is it pretty much like the same companies? Ethan, you want to take a look at CCIV? CCIV is probably one of my favorites. I don't own it. I definitely don't own it. It's probably one of my favorites. Speculative EV play, just because they're getting ready to announce those vehicles. Um, right? So, I mean, I've done plenty of videos on this one, Ethan. Down nice amount, right? Down 65% from its all-time highs. This is right now obviously a company that is not profitable. They have no positive cash flow. They have no sales right now. So I do think very similar to some of these high speculative growth stocks, this is going to be very, very volatile. Right, Ethan, until they produce their cars. And I think even after their car is produced, it's still going to continue with huge volatile moves. Because I mean, I've seen it with all the cars, right? The first generation, and just within that generation, the first year of cars usually have some bugs that might have missed the testing process. So I do believe we're going to see a lot of negative news about some of the bugs that CCIV might encounter. So for that reason, I do think it's going to be very volatile. Um, I do hope the merger does happen soon. Long term, this is more of like a small position if I was to have it in my portfolio, like a tier three small play. Because if it does good, it can definitely do great returns. But if it doesn't, it'll just lose a little bit of money. Michael, yeah, okay, that's crazy. So yeah, completely out of South Africa stocks. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's crazy just changing that investment styles, learning about new companies, I guess too, right, Michael? Maybe the same companies you kind of experienced as a consumer in South Africa. You don't consume them in Sweden. Best in the world. My bad. You want to take a look at abs? Sure. Let's take a look. I mean, abs. Another high growth, right? The overall market of advertisement. Abs is not one I owned. I've definitely done a few episodes on them. Future growth, right, of apps expected to grow 26.8% best in the world. Huge hyper growth. They are profitable. That's great news. They are also positive in cash flow from operations. Um, pretty good too, right? So fundamentally, they are in a great place, and they're also growing at crazy levels. If we take a look at their health, financially, they're also great, right? They have, let's see, I don't know why that does. They have $43 million in cash and 19 million in debt. So strong cash compared to debt. They are what's their market cap? Market cap of about $6.3 billion. This one I don't think has pulled back much, right? It definitely has in 6 months. It's only pulled down. Actually, it doesn't look like it, but it does. It's pulled down 22% from its all time highs. But look, it's been a crazy uptrend past 6 months in the past year. Because of that uptrend, if I wanted to enter apps, it would probably be like medium sized position, especially since the balance sheet itself and the fundamentals are pretty healthy. Like medium to small and kind of dollar cost average over time with apps. It's not one that I would open up a big position unless you see like a huge drop. Mr. Bear, would you rather own Coupon, Jumia, or Ozone? You're leaning more onto Ozone. I think I might lean more into Coupon, just because of how already developed they are. If I only was able to own one of them, I think it would be that. I don't think I've known too much about Ozone. That's why I kind of put that off the list, Mr. Bear. David, man, Playboy has been rocketing like nonstop. Was that you, David? I know there's someone here who mentioned that stock on a Twitch stream months ago, and like every time the stock price goes up, that's I see them in my comments. They're like, remember that time I talked to you about this stock and you said, I don't even know what I said. That's crazy, up 26%. I think when we saw it, it was, man, pretty. Congrats. Yeah, so I do know that much, right? Ozon is the Russia e-commerce, but that's as much as I know. David, nice. Are you still in it? I'm $16. So yeah, hopefully you're in it. This one's done amazing, right? Congratulations to investors of this. This was a SPAC, right? It was a quiet SPAC too. David, nice. Wow. Great returns. Are you thinking of letting any go? David? Trimming some winners, or you're just letting it run? Best in the world. Are you and best in the world? I know we were just asking about apps. Are you looking into entering the stock? What are your thoughts? What is your curiosity on apps? What's going on, Nix? Ally Bank has been on fire all year. I have no. Did they just report earnings? Sub 3%. I mean, year to date, right? And it's crazy, right? This is why it's okay, in my opinion. Okay to have pillars of different stocks, right? Just because you're consider yourself a growth investor doesn't mean your whole portfolio has to be 100% growth, right? Look at this one. This one has been doing year to date. It's up 36%. In the past year, it's been up 245% positive with a dividend yield and still a market cap of 18.08 billion. Um, right. So no way is it. I mean, I just don't get it, right? I mean, Spot it's similar to like Netflix, right? You had Netflix, and then you had all these competitions, Disney Plus, I forget HBO Plus, HBO Max, or whatever it's called. There's in the market. There's multiple room for multiple competition. I do think the same is going to be for audio. You're going to have your Spotify originals, you're going to have your Apple originals, and people are still going to have both. Trying to grow your position. That's different, right? If you have a nice position, normally, um, companies like that that have overextended and I want to increase my over position, I normally would just buy little by little to kind of just get me like, hey, I bought already into it, right? Nvidia is a perfect example. That one has gone up a nice amount. C, another one, gone up a nice amount. I average up from time to time if I really do believe in the company. Um, so that's definitely a method around it. Biz, really? 16 companies in your portfolio now. That's insane. Um, normally you were like at 10, right? So those are the three people will hold on to the longest: Netflix, Amazon, and Spot. Pretty hard to cancel each because they bring so much value. Um, so recently, Fizz, and I just don't. Recently, I got YouTube Premium, right? And most of the music I listen to now is just on YouTube Premium. Like when I'm taking a car ride, I've stopped using Spotify. So I don't know, man. Um, I definitely enjoy Spotify. Like I said, I could see multiple, but YouTube Premium, that music that comes with it, and to me, right, I technically don't listen to podcasts. I don't really have time for that. Um, so yeah. So you were around. Apple does TV, music, and games. That's crazy. Yeah, Apple does a lot. Yeah, Mr. Bear. I mean, Spotify, the family plan is good. YouTube family though, YouTube Premium also has a family, and I think it's the same amount of price, and you get the no ads. And no, I'm not getting any. And by the way, guys, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Make sure to hit that damn thumbs up. So it's been a whole crazy. Like I was in Pandora for such a long time. That one was a dying breed. YouTube with no ads, 100% a game changer. A game changer. I got it. I actually still got it from my dad. So my wife still has ads, and it's like, what are you doing with ads? But I'm like, we can't pay for YouTube Premium. Let me ask my dad if he has any extra space to offer you the family. Yeah, Mr. Bear. So yeah, I mean for Spotify, right? I don't listen to podcasts. I do use podcasts. I see my podcast listeners are mainly in Spotify, and that's where I'm seeing most of the growth. So if you are a Spotify a podcast listener, I can see why podcast would be a great play or a great hold for sure. Yeah, I'm not making podcasts, right? I don't think I'm always gonna make podcasts for sure, Mr. Bear. You'll always find it on Spotify. Biz Jose, you're the first person I heard talk about YouTube Premium. I'd love to know how many other people use it. Yeah, Ed. I think Ed was the first one to talk about it. I mean, I just got tired of ads, and it helps out so much. It's a game changer. It really is. 100. Like I said, it's free for me because I mooch off my dad right now. But like you said, 14 for six people. It's my mom, my dad, my brother, and myself. Um, if I had to pay for it, I might cancel Spotify and just do YouTube Premium instead. But again, it's just because I don't listen to podcasts. I know a lot of people. My wife, we have podcasts, and she listens to like a lot of the murder mysteries, a lot of those types of podcasts. Oh yeah. And someone was mentioned. I forget. I missed the question. Someone talked about skills. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, Conrad? Is skills a hold, or do you think it will be pumped with short skills? For me, Conrad, skills long term, definitely a hold, right? For 3 years, it's a tier three stock in my portfolio, small position. One, I could see, right? Huge thing they're doing, expanding into India. They believe that that's going to be a 64, I believe, percent growth in their current addressable market. They're trying to see how they can kind of bring that competition to other things outside of gaming, like education and like fitness, I do think that's a great place that skills can grow into. So for me, skills is definitely a long term growth stock. At the same time, I do believe it's one that is gonna be very volatile. I mean, it went up 30% today. I wouldn't be surprised if another day it drops down another 10%, and so on and so forth. So skills is one that's gonna be super messy, for sure. For me, long term hold though for sure. Netflix and Spot, yes, agree. I mean, mm, Lemonade is actually pretty cool. I really want Lemonade. They just entered the car business. Right. I think that's pretty cool. I can't wait to see how much more they enter. But I do know that Lemonade, one of the things that they're super excited about, or one thing that they mention is they try to be very limited to how risky their insured people are. So I want to see how that is gonna work out with the auto insurance world, right? Ah, Fizz, see, so now if you have YouTube Premium, you could just close out the app. I think like Ed is the opposite, right? Yeah, Ed mentioned it was the opposite. Ed, he couldn't for some reason when he closed the app on Twitch, he couldn't hear me. But now with YouTube Premium, he closes the app and just does his thing. So I know you mentioned Fiverr earlier. I'm 20% down on the stock, so bought more. Also a 5-year hold. And Michael, right? One thing I do want to say, right? It's buying the dip. I think buying the dip is great, but I think everybody should kind of limit themselves to how much they buy. Right? Right. If it just because a stock dips, and I'm not saying you're doing this, is right. This is just the overall to the overall people listening is right. Buying the dips, you shouldn't go crazy buying every single dip either. You should, hey, after X amount of dips, that's it. I'm not gonna buy anymore. This is as big as my position is gonna grow, no matter what. And I think that helps control a little bit of the risk, for sure. Fiverr, I do enjoy Fiverr and Upwork, right? That whole, like I said, I've used them. I've been customers of them. Um, Huge growth stock. I can see that market continue to grow. Um, like I said, I'm a user for both. Fizz, don't be like you and buy 30% more food than you said you would. Hey, it as long as it wasn't 100% a crazy amount, right, Fizz? Um, it's probably something that maybe over time now, as you continue to add more into your portfolio, that 30% more is just gonna dwindle, right? So just in you kind of did future purchases. What is Squarespace? What do you think of Squarespace? I think I've heard of them. Post it on the Squarespace. Is that the that's like the website creator, right? Agree, Fizz. You should do that work, getting your portfolio up to the allocation you're comfortable with, and then from there, the company needs to do the work. Um, yeah, it's going ahead of its direct listing. So it's gonna do with direct listing, right? It's direct listing when it's actual insider selling positions, right? That's how Coinbase was, right? Coinbase was a direct listing, which is different from a traditional IPO. I'll take a look. This one might be interesting, right? I mean, I personally haven't looked at Wix. I know Wix has done amazing, right? And they're kind of like a competition to them, right? Wix stock. Oh, Wix has been quiet for some time. It's been quiet since July, right? When I say quiet, even though it's been volatile over, you can see from like July, it hasn't really moved much in the long term of things. And no Bitcoin speculation. Good points. Only 21 million possible. So there's a scarcity in a way. Also, biggest crypto, big name, lots of companies behind it. For sure, right? I mean, right now it definitely seems like it's a nice crypto market. Because I don't think I've ever tried any of Wix or Squarespace, so no experience from them. Michael, question. I mean, I feel like you know a nice amount. You know a lot about different markets, Michael. How do you keep up to date to everything? Are you constantly reading? Are you constantly listening to YouTube? I'm actually pretty impressed by the type of knowledge you have in all these markets. Squarespace easy to use, and you guys, you and your developing stuff. Let me take a look at CNBC real quick. Chipotle earnings smash estimates as online overtakes in-person orders. Yeah, I mean, on for I've had so much bad experience with Chipotle recently. I don't think I'm gonna go there anymore. Every time I order, it takes forever for my order, even though I gave them a time. And it's been to multiple things. But it's just because they have so many orders. So I'm not surprised that their orders that they did great there. Um, that's insane. Yeah, Mr. Bear for sure. I definitely want to take a look at their S1. Nice, Michael. Michael, are you kind of like are you working or are you like retired already so you have time? Um Time to do a lot of reading. Dish stock jumps up after company announces Amazon cloud deal for 5G. Let's take a look at CMG. CMG stock. Great information places. All right, so the stock hasn't moved much. That's crazy. How this was 45 minutes ago, but I don't think they reported earnings yet. Damn, now I'm hungry though. I feel like every time I do a stream, I'm hungry. All right, guys, though. Mr. Bear. All right, guys, I am done for the day. I do think I should have one more video out later today. But thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys coming in, tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 o'clock for my Monday morning stream. We can see how things go from there. So definitely, guys, have a good night. Take care and enjoy the rest of the day. Like always, make sure to hit the thumbs up, guys. It helps so much with the YouTube algorithm. So catch you guys later. Peace.